Hi everybody and welcome to this session on the Global Employability Ranking during Careers Week. My name is Sita Bardra and I am the Student Content Editor here at THE Student, and I'll be talking you through the Global University Employability Ranking. So for many students, one of the key things that they look for when searching for a university is how it is going to set them up for their career. There are many aspects of university life that contribute towards career development and progression, including course content, internship opportunities, career services, and so much more. University is a huge investment, particularly for international students, so knowing that the experience will continue to benefit you long after graduation is an important factor to consider when choosing a university. So during this session, I will talk about just one of the tools that you can use when searching for a university to help you understand this, and that's the Global University Employability Ranking, which is published by THE Student. The Global Employability Ranking was designed by HR consultancy Emerging, and it's published exclusively by Times Higher Education and THE Student. And it reveals the universities the recruiters at top companies think are the best at preparing students for the workplace. The ranking is based on data collected from a survey which is produced by Emerging and gathers responses from almost 9,000 graduate recruiters worldwide on a series of issues, including their views on the top universities for employability. Employers were able to vote for institutions both in their own country and around the world if those companies recruit internationally. So the global table, which you can see the top 10 of here, is comprised of 250 universities which span 43 countries and territories. As you can see from the top 10, it is dominated by universities in the US. However, universities from all over the world feature in the ranking, so do have a look at the full table to explore the full breadth of institutions that it covers. As well as this main ranking table of the top universities for employability around the world, we also publish specific tables for universities in the US, UK, Australia, Canada, France, Germany, and the Netherlands. So this makes it easier for you to filter by the country that you're most interested in or the country that you're currently studying in. So let's take a closer look at the results for the US, UK, Canada, and Australia. So here is the top 10 universities in the US. A total of 51 US universities appear in the Global University Employability Ranking. The top 10 includes many of the universities that you would expect to see, such as Harvard University, the California Institute of Technology, and Stanford University. But there are also some universities that you may not always find at the top of university rankings, such as New York University. A number of state universities in the US, such as the University of California, Berkeley, which does generally have slightly lower tuition fees, also do particularly well when evaluated by employers. Now, tuition fees at US colleges are high and they do vary widely across states, particularly for international students. So it is important for students to know which universities will provide a good return on their investment. Now, looking at the results for the UK, there are 14 UK universities in total in the ranking. 5 of these are London-based institutions and the remaining 9 universities are spread across the UK. The universities of Cambridge and Oxford take the first 2 positions, and they were the only 2 UK institutions in the top 10 of the full ranking. Now, moving on to Australia, there are 10 Australian universities in total. The Australian National University came out as the top university for graduate employability in Australia, followed by the University of Melbourne and the University of Sydney. And now, finally, the results for Canada. There were 9 Canadian universities in the full ranking. Now, Canadian universities are quite popular with international students, mainly due to the slightly lower tuition fees, particularly in comparison with US colleges, and due to the simple application process. The University of Toronto is the top Canadian choice among employers. Canadian universities in the ranking are spread across the country, including in Ontario, Quebec, and British Columbia. And as I mentioned at the start of this presentation, we do also publish tables for universities in France, Germany, and the Netherlands. So if you are interested in learning more about which universities in those countries voted highly for graduate employability, then head on over to the THE Student website where you can find those full tables. As well as these rankings to choose a university based on employability, it's also important to consider other factors, such as the post-study work visa options, the employability opportunities in the sector you are interested in, and internship and networking opportunities at your university. I hope you found this session useful and that you used the ranking to find a university, and also that you head on over to THE Student and check out all of the resources and articles that we have around career development and workplace skills.